Welcome back, everybody. If you're tuning in tonight, I want to ask you a question. Who misses playing Birthing Pod in any format? I know I do. And guess what format you can play it in and you don't have to worry about it getting banned? Commander. I played Birthing Pod in Standard, and it was an awesome deck. Played it in Modern, it was a broken deck. And now that I get to play it in Commander, I love it. It just allows me to do all kinds of silly, broken shenanigans. And we're going to get into the deck tech. I arrange these according to mana cost. So we only have two 1-drops. We have Birds of Paradise and Mother Runes. My Birds of Paradise is a really cool cat because he's got sunglasses on. Next we have are my 2-drops. We have Fauna Shaman, Coiling Oracle, Kiora's Follower, and Miss Metal Witch. Next are our 3-drops. We have Fierce Empath, Soul Herder. Soul Herder is a really good card. I really enjoyed it since I've added it into the deck because it works much like Roon of the Hidden Realm, blinking, getting extra ETP effects, but also the fact that it becomes a huge beat stick. Seer Tumbling Sands, Flicker Wisp, Fiend Hunter, Harmonic Sliver, Wood Elves. I love the old art on this card. Dauntless Escort, Reflector Mage, Eternal Witness, Kitchen Finks, and Rex Sage. Next we have our 4-drops. Here we have Stonehorn Dignitary, Ifara, God of the Polis, Glenelendra Archmage, Venser Shaper Savant, Sower of Temptation, Brago King Eternal, Prime Speaker Vanifar, and Clone. We have the 5-drops, the Cloud Blazer, the Pondering Mage, Lavania the 10th, Thragtusk, Karmic Guide, Muldrifter, Deep Forest Hermit, God Eternal Ronus, Acidic Slime, Seaborn Muse, Revlark, Perplexing Chimera, which is probably my favorite card in the deck because it does some silly stuff. Once I play it, everyone's going to be worried about what cards, or they're going to be really cautious on what cards they play next, because I can just take it. And if I have Roon of the Hidden Realm in the play, they really need to worry because I can just take their stuff and then get have Roon get Perplexing Chimera back and just keep taking their stuff. And Sigarda, Host of Herons. Next we have our 6-drops. We have Prime Speaker Sagana, Duplicate, Woodland Bellower, Sun Titan, and Progenitor Mimic. Next we have the 7-drops, and this is where all the fun stuff starts to happen. We have Diluvian Primordial, Avenger Zendikar, Tristani Summoner, which is probably my second favorite card in the deck because the artwork's so awesome and the fact that it comes in with 10 power, making a ton of tokens. Aelish Norn, Grand Cenobite, Hornet Queen. This is my Pillow Fort. You don't want to lose your cool stuff to little Death Touch green insects. No one does. So every time I play it, everyone starts being a little bit more cautious on when they attack me. Woodfall Primus, and bringing down the house, Craterhoof Behemoth, the win condition of the deck. Anytime I play it, I'm going to win. If I don't win and I got Roon of the Hidden Realm in play, he's going to bounce it and I'm going to win that next turn. Next we have are my non-creature spells. We just have a few of them. A couple removal spells, Path to Exile, Swords of Plowshare. A couple of ramp spells, Cultivate, Darksteel Ingot, Soul Ring, and Gilded Lotus. Way to control the top of the library, Sensei's Divining Top, Panharmonicon, Conjurer's Closet, Leyline of Anticipation, Darmy's Call, and Altar of Dementia. Altar of Dementia is part of the 3-card combo in this deck to mill everyone out in case the game is going too long. And we have here are my lands. We have Port Town, Temple of Enlightenment, Irrigated Farmland, Glacial Fortress, Prairie Stream, Celestial Colonnade, Hollowed Fountain, Waterlogged Grove to Yavimaya's Coast, Temple of Mystery, Flooded Grove, Botanical Sanctum, Breeding Pool, Starring Wildwood, Scattered Grove, Blossoming Sands, Temple Garden, Canopy Vista, Fortified Village, Field of Ruin, Command Tower, Seaside Citadel, Flooded Strand, and then we get the basics. 3 islands, 2 of which are Italian, 5 forests, and 4 plains. And like I said, this is mostly, it's a creature value deck. Being able to use Roon the Blink to get extra value out of all the creatures. The infinite combo in the deck, if you don't know what it, if you didn't spot it, is Alter Dementia, Revlark, and Karmic Guide. So what I do with these are Revlark or Karmic. These 2 come into play with Alter Dementia in play. I sack Karmic Guide first, goes to the graveyard. Then whichever player mills two cards. Then I mill Revlark, they mill 4 cards. And since Revlark goes to the graveyard, I get to bring back a creature card with power 2 or less. So I bring back first Karmic Guide, and let's say whatever card. I'll go with one of my favorites here, Tristani Summoner. Brings back Tristani Summoner. I get some tokens. Karmic Guide comes back into play. It says bring back a creature. I bring back Revlark. And I just kind of loop that. So I sacrifice the Tristani Summoner, they mill 1. Sack the Karmic Guide, they mill 2. And then I sack the Revlark, they mill 4, and then I get these 2 back. I get her back, get Revlark back, and it's just that loop. If they have some kind of Eldrazi that when it's milled, it cycles back into their library, and they are able to shuffle their graveyard back into their library. I mean, here's a good example. I'm making infinite tokens with the Tristani Summoner, and there's other combos like that in the deck. But that's my beat them fast, beat them quickly, if I want to be a little spiky. Next, I have a few shoutouts. The last Commander deck tech I did was Lord Windgrace, aka my Lord McMittens Commander deck, my Lands Matter Commander, and a few people that commented and gave me suggestions on some cards to play. First one was Tiong. He suggested I put in a Maze of Ith to better protect my Lord Windgrace, and thank you, Tiong, for the advice. It has really helped out. I played this in a game. I put this in as soon as you gave me the suggestion, and I've been able to protect Lord Windgrace a lot better. Usually he doesn't last but a turn or 2 on the board. I think I got him up to 5 turns before anyone was able to deal with him. The next was Jan Morin. Sounds kind of witchery. Vesuva. They suggested Vesuva to combo a Field of Dead, and it worked beautifully. I was able to make like 40 tokens in 1 turn with this Field of the Dead and Scape Shift. Thank you very much for that suggestion. And they also added a link to Tapped Out, so I can take a look at their Lord Windgrace deck, which is really well built. If you go back to those comments and check it out, I mean, it's an awesome deck. And the last card I put in it to update it was Blackblade Reforged. It's a Lands Matter deck, so why not add this in there? Because they're getting +1/+1 for each land into play. I can have 20, 15, 20, even 10 lands in here at a turn. Even if I'm equipping for that 7, it's still a great, great card. But that's all I had for tonight, guys. If you like this video, hit that smash that like button. If you like the channel, hit subscribe, and I thank you guys for supporting the channel. I'm still kind of working on things. It's not super duper great yet, but hopefully we'll get there. If you guys have any suggestions for Roon of the Hidden Realm, or if you have any suggestions for any past decks, please put a comment in the comment box below. And if you have any crazy plays from the Birthing Pod Modern or Standard days, put that story in the comment box below too, because I would love to hear it. And stay tuned for more videos coming up soon. I plan on doing some gameplay videos. Thank you guys and have a good night. Ajundi signing out.